Okay, so welcome to Fannin County Baseball. We're having technical difficulties, so we might be able to get you broadcast at some point. Please stay on until we figured out the game is going. And Christian Heritage, I think, is leading 1-0. We will keep you updated as we try to get the video feed working. At this point, folks, we might just have to do a radio broadcast as I try to get any of this to work. So, excuse the noise. I honestly have no idea what the score is. Gonna be completely honest. I know Christian Heritage has at least one run. Right now, there are runners at the corners for Fannin as we're in the bottom of the first. I couldn't tell you a single player. I'll update you as I can, but at the moment, just trying to get you at least some semblance of a broadcast. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna have to go with this as a radio broadcast for the moment.
Okay, impressive.
So, the score is currently 1-0 Christian Heritage.
No, end of
We
discovery, no devices.
are in the bottom. We are in the bottom of the first. Bases are loaded for Fannin County. Drew Darfield up to bat. 2 out in the inning. If we can get any sort of video feed for you all, we will, but for the moment, you're just going to have to listen to a somewhat mediocre video broadcast. Swing and a miss for number 15.
So I might
Making it an 0-1
Do you
count.
mind if I add our maintenance person and who can tell me the best time? Because it probably include them, right? Okay, hold on just a second. Let me.
We're field ready.
Okay, let's do that.
Swings, it goes through, hits his legs, one runner, and the game is now tied as Barfield gets a hit. So bases are still loaded, 2 out in the bottom of the first for Fannin County.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's all right. I appreciate you trying.
Round out to end the inning for Fannin County. We now go to the top of the second.
I thought he was
We
gonna
are
ask that.
back in the top of the second. First batter up for Christian Heritage. A high fly ball out to right field. Right fielder under it and catches it for an out in the inning.
Supposed to be battery backup? There can be.
Next batter up. Low ball. In for a strike. Count is now 0-1. The next batter for Christian Heritage.
Hey, is Donnie still down there?
And foul ball for 2 strikes and no balls
Hey, Donnie.
on Christian Heritage.
Donnie.
Go for a 1-2 count.
Can you send somebody out there to flip that scoreboard off again?
For Christian Heritage. We're going to have a pause in the broadcast, folks, as I try to connect. I'll let you know any score updates, but I'm sorry, I might not know the count when we come back. All right, folks, we have video.
The stuff in here.
We're going to try to get it a little bit adjusted, but right now I can tell you that there was one winner on for Christian Heritage.
And he says it's on the front of the scoreboard. Above the second inning.
All right.
I'm going to try to do what he said.
We finally have video in the top of the second inning. High foul ball up above the broadcasting booth for a count on this batter for Christian Heritage.
Yeah, it is on the inside, you said. Okay.
Hold on, as the camera just died. We're going to try to reconnect. Okay, the inning is, top of the inning is over as we try to reconnect the camera.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Possibly. All right, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. We are now in the bottom of the second. Fannin County Rebels and Christian Heritage tied 1-1. Hey, hello everybody. We are back to Fannin County Baseball. We are now in the bottom of the second with Bryce Burnett at bat. Bryce Burnett, number 16.
Now batting, number 10, Christian.
My apologies.
Beaver.
Number 10, Christian Beavers at bat. The catcher. Inside for ball 1 on Beavers. Beavers, the catchers for tonight game. Pitcher for Heritage. Ground ball over to the third baseman.
Okay,
back
no,
to first for a ground out.
Could run over the softball field and get their scoreboard and set their scoreboard.
Beavers out for 1 out in the inning. Game is still tied 1-1. Now Bryce Burnett, the right fielder, batting for the Rebels. There's low ground ball softly over to the barely into the third baseman's side and in time. It throws the first baseman in time for an out for Burnett. And 1 pitch. So now there are 2 out in the inning as Eli Weaver, top of the order for the Rebels.
Yeah, like a little high school baseball without a scoreboard. Do you care if I try to get the softball scoreboard and see if it'll work the console? And see if, aren't they the same?
Number 11. Go for ball 1.
Are those Rex or are those
to Weaver?
Yeah.
I apologize for any noise you may hear. We have multiple technical difficulties happening tonight, so I apologize for any noise.
Okay, is it
down
in
the
the
plate for strike 1 to Weaver?
out there in the press box? Okay, her building. Okay, yeah, it's her press box. Okay, all right. Thank you, sir. Are we winning?
And inside,
are we winning?
All right. For ball 2.
Thanks.
To Weaver.
Middle school baseball update.
Hard ground ground ball over to the shortstop, fires back to the first baseman, tagged in time for Weaver to be out on the play. We are now at the end of the second inning.
More shutouts out.
We are back now with a pitch low to number 2, David Person, for ball 1. Count 0-1. My apologies for the count being off. Foul ball for a 1-1 count on Person. Okay, Gage Foster is pitching for the Rebels. He kicks and fires down. Person hits it, goes straight to the shortstop. He fires back to first baseman and in time for an out. Next up at bat for the Christian Heritage Lions is number 7, Aiden Kaler, the third baseman for today's game. Pitch low and inside for ball 1. Foster fires down, outside for ball 2. Foster kicks and fires again inside for ball 3. We have a full count on Kaler. Foster into the windup, kicks and fires inside once again. Ball 4. Kaler gets a walk and is now on first. Next up for the Lions is number 41, Levi Holland, the right fielder. Foster picks his pitch into the stretch and fires, hitting Holland on the bat. The first pitch. So now Holland is on first. Runners on first and second with 1 out in the inning. Next up, number 12 for the Lions. Foster fires. Outside, back to second, but not in time. Kaler on second is safe after they tried to pick him off. Jake Denson is batting for the Lions. Denson is the left fielder. Foster hits Denson to load the bases. We seem to have a meeting at the mound here as number 8? Number 8 for the Lions, Jackson Locke. Number 8 for the Lions, Jackson Locke. Over top to the third base coach before he comes to bat. Locke is the catcher. All right. Clock ready. Bases loaded. 1 out. Score is 1-1.
I would be actually at my house
Foster
because I'm trying to move
kicks and fires. A hard hit ball in and through into left field. One runner home. The others hold for another run on the play. Score is now 2-1 Lions. Next up is number 28, Junior Costello for the Lions, who calls time. Foster, back ready, Costello back in the box. Foster kicks and fires, outside for ball 1 on Costello. Foster, ready again. Kicks and fires, hard hit ball, out to center field, shortstop tries but misses. Center fielder picks it up, one runner scores. Everybody stays on their base for the bases to still be loaded.
Jade is doing his job.
On a line ball out to center field.
I called the NIL crap for football.
Score is now 3-1 Lions. As number 44, Owen Hartley, comes up.
No, not high school.
Foster fires and Hartley swings and misses for the first strike. Count 0-1 on Hartley as he takes a timeout, steps back into the box. Foster picks his pitch into the stretch and fires high for ball 1 on Hartley.
Car,
Count 1-1.
books, clothes, whatever. You take that scholarship y'all gave him.
Foster fires once again. Runners go. And Denson is out at home. So they attempted steal, but everybody else moved up with Locke on third and Costello on second.
2 down.
So 2 out now in the inning. Lions leading 3-1. Now up is Sawyer Corn. No, my apologies, it's still Hartley. Who swings and misses for the final strike to strike out and end the inning.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
We'll see you in the bottom of the third. Welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. Colton Gray now at bat for the Fannin County Rebels. Gray is the third baseman for the Rebels, so he swings for strike one. Sorry. No, yeah, third baseman. Third baseman. Oh, for ball two on Gray for an 0-2 count. So hit and foul. Still an 0-2 count on Gray. Gray, the third baseman, this is some pretty interesting plays. Pitcher fires low for strike three. Gray strikes out swinging to bring up number 5. Carson Callahan, the shortstop for the Rebels tonight. Alright. Low for ball one on Callahan. Pitching for the Lions tonight is Sawyer Korn. Sawyer Korn is on the mound for the Lions tonight, who kicks and fires for Callahan to hit for a foul ball, making it an 0-2 count. 1 out in the inning. Score is 3-1 Lions. Korn kicks and fires inside for ball one on Callahan for a 1-2 count. Korn fires a hard hit ball back and foul for the count to stay 1-2. Callahan takes a timeout. 2-2 count, sorry. Sets back in. Low for ball three. My apologies. It is now ball three. There's a full count on Callahan. Korn kicks and fires. Called strike. For 2 out in the inning. Gage Foster, the pitcher for the Rebels, is now up to bat. Foster, number 27. He is now stepping into the box as Korn kicks and fires. High for ball one. Korn fires again. Hard hit ball out to right field. Right fielder can't field it. Foster gets to first on a base hit out to right field. Next up is Paul Stromer Jr., number 42. There's now one runner on Foster over on first base. As Stromer steps in. Korn ready, fires, ball back to the net for strike one on Stromer. Alright. Number 16, Sawyer Korn back on the mound. Ready, checks the runner. Fires outside for ball two. Ball one, my apologies. Ball one. If I could read my own scorebook, guys. It's a 1-1 count. Well, but strike two. for a 1-2 count on Stromer.
Drew Barfield.
2 out in the bottom of the third. Corn fires high
We only have to have one.
for now ball 2. Alright, Stromer back in. Corn into the stats. High above Stromer's head for a full count. Alright, Stromer ready. Corn set into the stretch. Outside for ball 4, Stromer walks. Pushing Foster over to second base as number 15, Drew Barfield, the DH today's game, was up to bat. 2 on, 2 out. At the bottom of the third, score is currently 3-1 Christian Heritage Lions over the Fannin County Rebels. Corn fires high above Barfield's head for ball 1. We seem to be having a lot of pitches tonight over the players' heads. Or at least close to them. Anyways. Corn ready again, firing. And for a ball. So now the runners advance. Now on second and third. Count is still 1-0. I am hearing that it's a balk because he reset twice. It's a good thing I have a group of people up here to keep me in line. All right, Corn fires again. Inside for ball 2 on Barfield. 2-0 count on Barfield and his hot pink and bright blue bat. Swings, foul tip, strike 1 on Barfield. Let's see if the Rebels can make a dent in that score. Corn fires a high fly ball over to right field. Right fielder under it for the final out in the inning. All right. Score 3-1 as we go to the top of the fourth. Welcome back. As we're now at the top of the floor. Pitcher to pitcher here as Foster fires. Down the middle for strike one on Corn. 0-1 count. Foster fires again. Outside. At least that's what the umpire's calling it for a 1-1 count. And a swinging strike for a 1-2 count on Corn. Outside for a 2-2 count on Corn. Foster fires again. Hard hit ball, but back out and foul. Keeping it a 2-2 count. Foster fires. Foul ball once again out and back and out of play for a replay of the 2-2 count. Foster ready into the windup and inside for ball three. Now a full count on Corn. Foster fires again. Outside to walk. All right. Next up for the Christian Heritage Lions is Lucas Roby, number 4, the shortstop. 1 on, nobody out in the top of the 4th. Christian Heritage over Fannin 3-1. Roby steps into the box. Foster fires. An attempted bunt, but foul. For an 0-1 count on Roby. We try to find a ball, the ball. Picked a ball. That's great. All right. Foster is back. Ready on the mound. As Roby steps back into the stretch, he fires. Low and outside for ball 1 on Roby. Foster. Roby steps back in. Foster outside once again, trying to pick off or throw out. Corn on first, but not in time.
I think it's the antenna out there.
Should be a 2-1 count on Roby. With Corn safe at first. Attempted bunt, but back and foul. For a 2-2 count on Roby. As everybody gets back into position, and Gray goes back to his spot at third. Foster set to the stretch and firing a hard ground ball out to left field. Corn advances to second, Roby on first for a base hit. Corn advancing to second. Runners on first and second, nobody out. For David Person, number 2, and first baseman. For the Lions. Foster fires outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. Now Person. As he prepares to step back into the box. Squaring up. Foster ready. Firing a hard hit ground ball over to the second baseman who picks it up and gets Person out at first, but the runners advance.
You know how we got this to work last time? Huh? No. Prayed on it. Maybe we jumped it down here like when we score.
Runners on second and third, 1 out for the Lions. As number 7, Taylor up to bat. In for strike 1. Taylor is the third baseman for the Lions.
That's right.
as he takes
So
time
it
out.
looks like it's definitely the scoreboard. So the guy says you gotta go out there above the number 2, second inning. There's a
All
little
right.
pin, you gotta unscrew it, and there's
Foster.
some radio things in it.
Ready?
So the
Fires
phone
an
says
attempted bunt, slow roller over to the mound. Oh, hits him. As the runners continue home, the ball bounces out to right field. The run scores, maybe. Coach Stone is out there discussing it as the ball did hit Kaler over on first. If the run counts, it is now 4-1 Lions. If not, then there are 2 out in the inning. We're playing on as the run counts. So, Korn comes home scoring. And we have 1 out with Kaler on first and Roby on third. Runners at the corners for number 41, Levi Holland, right fielder. Holland steps in to the box. Foster ready, fires, above his head, trying for third, safe over at third. An attempt to throw him out. Runner safe, and Taylor advanced to second. So now we have a 1-0 strike. 1-0 count. Help. On Holland. Foster fires. Foul for strike 1 on Holland for a 1-1 count. All right. Holland back in the box. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Foster fires. A hard hit ground ball over to the third base side. Roby is home. Kaler coming around third and home as well, as Holland scores himself a single and 2 RBIs. Score is now 6-1 Lions, as Travis Stone goes out to the mound for a pitching change. Let's all give it up for Gage Foster, number 27, who gave it his all out here today. Now pitching for the Rebels is number 24, Mason McDaniel.
Now pitching for the Rebels, number 24, Mason McDaniel.
All right, we are back now with Mason McDaniel pitching. We are still in the top of the fourth with number 12, Jace Denson, up to bat for the Lions. We have one runner, the Lions, low and outside for ball one.
Just
On
give
Denson.
up on it. It's okay.
I did. I'm done.
All right,
You got me.
Denson checks his bat,
I'm a sore loser. I always have been a sore
and McDaniel checks the runner and fires outside and pops up as Holland goes to second on the wild pitch. It's now a 2-0 count on Denson. 1 out. The score is 6-1 Lions.
Yeah.
Is this yours?
All right. McDaniel fires
My youngest son is
inside. Low, the bottom corner for a strike.
Going down loser, guys.
Now a 2-1 count.
Today.
You're still a winner in our book.
Today.
Low and outside for a 3-1 count now on Denson. Just a bit outside. How can these guys lay off pitches this close? To be fair, I am wearing a Wild Thing jersey right now, so I feel like I at least earned the quote. McDaniel fires again, low. For ball 4, he walks. Runner still. Maybe, unless they're considered that foul ball. No, he walks. Runner advances, so now we have runners at the corner, still 1 out. As we have Denson on first and Holland on third. Now up at bat is number 8, Jackson Locke, the catcher for the Lions. Seemed to be a bit of a conversation between the catcher and the pitcher. As McDaniel ready to face his second batter. High foul ball. No, just a pop-up over on the first base side. Colton Gray is under it for an out. Runners stay where they are. During the pitching change, Foster moved over to third. And Gray is now the second baseman. If there are any other changes, I'll let you know. Somebody left, but I don't know. Anyways, Daniel fires and a ground ball over to the shortstop who catches it and throws over to first in time for an out. 3 outs in the inning as we now go to the bottom of the fourth. Alright, welcome back. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Number one, Tucker Dockery is at bat. Dockery was the second baseman. I honestly have no idea what position he's playing anymore, but Corn fires. He's now out in left field, as I have been informed. Corn fires for ball one on Dockery. 3-1 count. Low and inside for ball two. He takes Corn fires again. In the zone for strike one. So we have a 2-1 count. Hard hit but foul over to the dugout, almost hitting a coach in the head. We almost had a nice catch over there, but alas. That foul ball makes it a 2-2 count on Dockery. Oh, and foul once again back behind the booth for a 2-2 count again. Corn ready, fires, and hitting Dockery in the back and sending him to first base.
Oh, go ahead.
Next up is number 10, Christian Beavers, catcher for tonight's game.
Now batting, number 10, Christian Beavers.
His last at bat, or at least the last at bat that I documented, he had a ground out over to the shortstop or third baseman. If I can read my handwriting. High for ball one on Beavers.
Another ball.
Another ball
Reset again.
as Dockery moves over to second.
Any movement from the pitcher.
Runner on second, nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. As Corn falls victim once again to resetting multiple times. He kicks and fires, low and outside for ball two. 2-0 count on Beavers as he steps back in, and Corn tries not to have another ball. Fires low for ball three. 3-0 count now on Beavers. 6-1 ball game today. The Lions over the Rebels. Corn fires a high fly ball over to left field. Left fielder tries to be under it and catches it. Beavers out on F7, and Dockery stays put on second base. Next up is number 16, Bryce Burnett, the right fielder.
Number 16, Bryce Burnett.
Like, I would love you, like, if you could do that. You don't love her anyway? I do, but anyways. Low for ball one. We called time. As the umpire takes his little brush and cleans off home plate. Thank you, umpire. We appreciate it up here.
That's what you see.
Doing God's work out there. All right. Burnett back in the box as Corn checks the runner and fires a wild pitch, or I'd argue that's a pass ball. And Dockery advances to third for a 2-0 count on Burnett. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Corn fires again. Strike one.
Insulation under there. Oh man. I know why my plumbers are under here with
Runner on third.
respirators on.
Barnett hits a high fly ball out to center field. He catches it, and Dockery runs home on the sac fly.
2 outs.
2 outs now in the inning.
Oh my goodness.
Now batting, number
Score
11,
is now
Elijah
6-2.
Weaver.
Elijah Weaver now at bat. Corn fires a hard ground ball directly over to the shortstop, who fires over to first in time to end the inning.
Indoor music.
I'm gonna stop it.
All right, we will see you in the top of the fifth.
Go to the top of the fifth.
The top of the fifth for the Lions. Batting is Hartley. Low for ball one.
Yeah, 6-2.
McDaniel fires again for a foul ball to make this a 1-1 count. Number 44, Owen Hartley. Hartley is the DH for the Lions. McDaniel set and fires inside for ball two, making this a 2-1 count. The bottom of the last inning, the Rebels cut the Lions lead. Ground ball over to the shortstop, who picks it up and throws it to first in time for another 6-3 out. Yes, last inning, the Rebels cut the Lions score to the Lions lead to just a 4-run lead. Score is now 6-2 Lions. Next up to bat is the pitcher himself, number 16, Sawyer Corn. McDaniel fires in for ball one. Not ball one, strike one. I know what I mean. McDaniel fires again. This time too low for ball one. A 1-1 count now on Corn. McDaniel the windup. A hard hit but foul ball back behind and into the stands for a 1-2 count.
Supposed to catch that.
Alright. McDaniel ready. A hard hit ball out to center field but caught for an out.
Hey, that's a $9 ball. We need that back.
Next up is number 4 shortstop, Lucas Roby. McDaniel fires. A little high for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The previous inning, Roby had a single and scored. McDaniel fires low for ball 2. Now a 2-1 count on Roby. Daniel running again. A softly hit ground ball. McDaniel picks it up and tosses it to Stromer for the final out
Good, strong.
of the
Anybody over
inning.
there? Let's go round of applause.
They went 1-2-3 in this inning as we now go to the bottom of the 5th. Alright, next up, number 14, Colton Gray, now the second baseman for the Rebels. Corn still pitching for the Lions. She's into the windup and fires. Hard hit but foul back to the net for strike 1 on Gray. Score is 6-2 Lions, and we are in the bottom of the 5th. Horn fires again. He went for a bit outside for ball 1. Just a bit outside. This time, actually, though. Horn fires again. And back again for a 1-2 count on Gray. Forward again. Outside for ball 2. Throughout this game, though he might not have a hit yet, or at least not one that I captured, Colton Gray has had some amazing defensive plays. Ball back again, foul. Replay the 2-2 count. Corn ready for the Lions. Hard hit ball over to right field, gets past the second baseman as he makes it to first. Base hit for Gray. That's the hit he deserves after all the work he's done in the field today. Next, 5, Carson Callahan, shortstop for the Rebels. resume play here. As everybody gets back into position, once again, Carson Callahan now batting for the Rebels. 1 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Corn tries to pick off Gray, not in time. At least it wasn't a balk this time. Corn high and inside near Callahan's face for ball 1. Not a great way to start off this at bat, but Corn fires again, this time high outside. So they try to throw out Gray again, but he's once again safe on first. Well, now we've painted high and inside and high and outside. We're doing a foul tip for a 2-1 count now on Callahan. Retracts the runner. Fires back, but not in time. Gray safe once again for the 3rd pickoff attempt. Gray once again taking a lead, not afraid of Corn at all. As he goes home for a hard hit ball out to center field. Center fielder runs back and catches it. Gray has to retreat back to first. Next up, number 27, Gage Foster. Alright. Corn fires. Hard hit ground ball over to the shortstop. Caught. Over to first. In time. No, not in time. He is safe. He is safe on first. Gray moves up. And then Foster gets himself a single. As the Lions coach has a conversation with the umpire. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish because this isn't the MLB and we don't have a review board. But I appreciate him letting out his anger. You go, little buddy. All right.
So this is Clay.
Seem to be having a minor malvisit between the pitcher and catcher. As Corn gets all right, Paul Stromer Jr. now to bat for the Rebels. Stromer is the first baseman in today's game. Corn fires inside for ball 1. There are 2 on and 1 out for the Rebels as they try to cut Christian Heritage's lead even more. Corn fires outside once again for ball 2. 2-0 count on Stromer. He's not going to throw him a strike because he knows he's a cleanup. Throw for ball 1 on Stromer. Seen no. Hard hit ball. Drops in for a base hit as Gray goes to 3rd, Foster to 2nd. Everybody's safe. Bases are now loaded. Bases are loaded for Drew Barfield. 1 out. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. A foul ball.
Good job.
I think that's what we're calling it because it did hit Barfield's bat. For an 0-1 count. 1 out, bases loaded for the Rebels at the bottom of the fifth. Corn ready, firing, low, football, not ball, strike two. An 0-2 count. Now. Alright, hard hit ball, but foul out in right field behind the fence. Still an 0-2 count on Barfield. As the Rebels try to recover some runs. But strike three as Barfield is caught looking. Next up, number 1, Trevor Dockery.
Now batting, number 1.
Alright. 2 out now at the bottom of the fifth. Core fires. Calling that a strike. This umpire seems to think that all pitches in the lower outside corner are strikes.
Need some glasses.
But the one straight down the plate wasn't a strike. You know what? At least it's fair now. A 1-1 count. Four fires outside. Miraculously, that's not a strike for a 2-1 count on Bar. Yeah, nope. This is Dockery now. Four fires again, almost hitting Dockery for a 3-1 count. Alright. Let's see if Dockery can send these boys home. High. A strike 2 for now a full count on Dockery.
Get this man some glasses.
Bottom of the fifth. Dockery calls timeout. Alright. Corn fires. High for ball 4 as Dockery walks and Gray comes home to make the score now 6-3.
Now batting, number 10, Christian Beaver.
Here's number 10 now up to bat, the catcher for today's game. Base is still loaded, 2 out, bottom of the fifth. High for ball 1 on Beavers.
Not even mounted, is it?
Calling high. Understood it. Alright. Corn ready. Fires home. Low and outside, but this umpire did not call that a strike. Same pitch, but nobody asked me. This is why I'm not an umpire. Corn fires. That one in for a strike to make the count now 2-1 on Beavers. I will give the umpire credit for that one. That was a good eye. Alright. High for ball 3 on Beavers. Count now 3-1. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Corn ready. Fires way inside.
Called that a strike.
But calling it a strike as they try to throw out Foster on third but not getting him. Now a full count for Beavers, interestingly enough.
Just working these pitchers to death over here.
Corn is ready and fires, almost hitting him, but this time it's a ball. As Beavers walks and Foster scores.
Now batting, number 16, Bryce Burnett.
Score is now 6-4. Bryce Burnett now up to bat. Warren, after having a meeting with his catcher, now ready to face Bryce Burnett. Bases still loaded. Score now 6-4. High fly ball over to left field, down as one runner scores. Second in to tie the game. So they caught him in a run down and out.
Count the run.
But the run counts, so the game is now tied. 6-6 as we go to the top of the sixth. 6-6-6. Don't tell anybody that that's I don't know if that's inauspicious. All right, we'll see you at the top of the sixth.
Well, that base hit.
Back. All right. Now batting for the Lions, number 2. I don't have that written down because I'm bad at my job. Is with Daniel Fires outside. Number 2, David Person, first baseman. If I had actually read my scorecard, I would know that. 1-0 count. Our lineup is right here too. Outside once again for ball 2 on Person.
I know it's your problem. You're a teenager. So why,
0 for strike 1.
why don't you bring it with you?
2-1 count.
I see you texting your mommy.
Strike 2 for 2-2 count. On Person. Daniel fires again.
Senior this year?
Far outside. For a full count now on Person.
I'm gonna build me a false wall.
And a swing and a miss. McDaniel strikes out Person.
Right? Oh, that would be awesome. Sit at home.
Or
Well, I'd have to have a really, really, really good antenna for this.
did he walk? I thought he was out. Umpires are saying he's out. He thinks he's safe. He is not. Umpires are saying he's not safe. Runner's out. Maybe. The umpires seem to be having a bit of discussion on the matter. After a little bit of miscommunication, runner is out on the play. Next up, number 7, Kaler, third baseman for the Lions. McDaniel ready? Firing. In for strike 1.
Let's go.
Beautiful pitch. But nobody asked me. 0-1 count now on Kaler. Inside for ball 1. Now I 1-1 count. what happened there? 1-2. I just heard the yell 1-2. Did I call that strike? Nathaniel fires. Low. For ball. No, yeah, ball 2. 2-2 count. Foul ball back. A little concern for our safety up here. Thank God there's some glass. As we replay the 2-2 pitch. Hey Daniel, ready? Low. For ball 3, and now a full count on Kaler. In his previous at bat, Kaler's had 1 RBI, has singled and walked. Swinging strike.
Real quick, I want to say thank you to our
Once
lifetime
again,
sponsor,
out.
VTC.
Varsity batters have faced full counts and have struck out swinging. Let's see if we can continue the trend. Or maybe I jinxed it. I'm going to knock on wood a little bit. Swinging strike for number 41, Holland, right fielder for the Lions. Daniel, ready? Strike 2 on Holland. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. As McDaniel is ready. And a foul ball. Continuing the 0-2 count. As McDaniel gets a new ball.
Like few people I would not want to be yelled at on, and it would be Dr. Ramsey, number 1, which scares me a little bit. And Coach Tom, it's making noise.
Coach Jones seemed to be having a conversation with Beavers as everybody gets back in position to play. Alright. McDaniel back in position. High fly ball, but caught by the shortstop, number 5, Callahan, to end the inning.
Make some noise, Rebel Nation.
It might not have been a strikeout, but that was
Three
a
up, three down.
beautiful play by Callahan.
Just move to third.
Cord has moved to third as
Ford's moved to the cup.
right fielder, number 41, Holland, is now pitching. And I'm going to make the assumption that
Yes, sir.
Taylor, the third baseman, is now going out to right field. I don't know that for certain, but I'm assuming that we're just playing a nice game of switcheroo. So, number 41, Holland, now pitching for the Lions. All right, we are back in the, what is this, the top of the 6th? Bottom of the 6th? I know what inning we're in.
No.
All right,
Number 11, Elijah Weaver.
Now batting. Alright, now batting for the Rebels, number 11, Elijah Weaver, center fielder, who has made some wonderful plays out there, like truly beautiful. Alright, Holland now pitching for the Lions, fires a pass ball, wild pitch, Barry outside, for ball one on Weaver. No, it 1-0 count.
It's either a pitch in or a pitch run.
We seem to be having
After they start,
a
the only way that he can get out is if he gets injured.
conversation on the mound about something.
Pitching.
Oh, that's my stupid baseball questions.
Oh, yeah.
Something
Really
with
stupid question we asked is
Holland's
really dumb.
wrist.
Makes sense.
A bracelet of some sort that's being taken off him.
Or how you clip the mouse or the Mac.
He can't have something saying
That did
that.
talk me out of a Mac. He apparently cannot have, I'm being told he cannot have a bracelet or anything telling him the pitches on him. So they were taking, the umpire was taking that off. All right. Holland is ready. 11 or 12. Strike one on Weaver. Into the windup. Fine. A bit short for ball two.
Yes, sent that with you.
Alright. Nobody on, nobody out here. At the bottom of the sixth. Low again for ball three. Now a 3-1 count on Weaver. Okay, so say like Colton bats, he strikes out, and then Weaver bats. Can he like bat right after him again, or does he have to go through a whole lot of like batting?
That was
Again, but a little outside, but for a strike. Full count now on Weaver. I was just asking that is high for ball four, and Weaver walks. Next up, number 14, Colton
Number
Gray.
14, Colton.
All right. One on, nobody out here at the bottom of the sixth. Outside for ball one on Gray. In his previous at bat, Gray had a single. That was, as I said then, and will say again now, very much deserved as he has had some great defensive plays. Low and outside for ball two. As Weaver stays on first. Gray back in the box. Swing, strike one.
Run fast.
Attempting to pick off Weaver, but safe on first. It's a close call. Gray steps back in the box as Holland is ready, and Weaver takes a bit of a drop, and they try to get him again, but safe once again on first. Hard hit ball back, but foul.
Full count. Or no, two.
For ball two, taking this a 2-2 count on Gray.
I guess you can see first base
the bottom of the sixth. Score tied 6-6.
Go, 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 get
Low for ball 3. Ball gets away, but nobody advances. Full count now on Gray. As I was saying, game is now 6-6 as Fannin in the bottom of the sixth tries to get on top. Weaver once again takes a bit of a jump. Outside for ball 4. Gray walks. And Weaver advances to second. Next up, number 5, Carson Callahan, shortstop, who had that beautiful play in the top of this inning.
Number
You want me to restart it?
It's gonna be a 3-2 count.
Okay. 3-2 count, my apologies. He did not walk, but Weaver is on second. Outside, and Gray walks now. So, same situation we were in, but with an extra pitch. Now, number 5, Carson Callahan. Alright, Carson Callahan, as I said, had that wonderful jumping play to end the top of the sixth. Holland fires. Callahan has a swinging strike, making the count 0-1. Gray on first, Weaver on second. Hard hit back with a foul, making an 0-2 count. Nobody out yet. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I hope everybody at home is knocking on wood as well. Hard hit ball out to right center. Right fielder gets under and catches it. Runners back to their bases. Safe.
The knock didn't work.
The knocking did not, in fact, work.
Now batting, number 27, Gage Foster.
Now batting number 27, Gage Foster. Hard hit ball bounces off the mound, goes through
Come on,
into
Weave.
center
Come on,
field.
Weave. Come on, Weave.
Weaver
Come on,
tries for
Weave.
home
Oh,
as the center fielder
that's
can't
easy.
field the ball, goes in, and now the Rebels are on top 7-6.
Yes.
Job, Weave.
Now batting, number 40.
Now batting number 42, Paul Stromer Jr.
Clean up.
Strike 1 on Stromer. Foster got himself a nice RBI with that previous at bat. They try to throw out Gray, but way off to the foul side, foul territory. So Gray is safe at third. So now we have runners at the corners with 1 out in the bottom of the sixth. Low and outside for ball 1 on Stromer. Home fires, hard hit ball popped up. Shortstop and center fielder under it. Shortstop and second baseman under it. Caught and doubled off to end the inning. Alright. Number 12 now batting for the Lions. As he takes a pitch low for a ball. Number 12 is Denson, the left fielder. McDaniel. Throwing outside for ball 2. I forgot to update you all earlier, like much earlier, but quite a few innings ago I was informed that the JV was up 11-2. I have no idea what's happening in that game now, but they were winning. Yeah, the middle school team. They were up 11-2.
And they lost. Oh,
Foul ball to make this a 2-2 count. Sorry, 2-2 count on Denson. Foul ball back to the same spot, replaying the 2-2 count. Guess that 11-2 score was for the middle school, but that was like 3-4 innings ago, so I don't know the score now. Outside
yeah.
for ball 3, making it a full count.
Basketball. The rules for basketball are the same for baseball. They're not being fouled on a 2 and 3 point shot. I'm like, oh,
Already?
technical, got it.
Striking out Denson. Strikes out Looking for 1 out in the top of the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Ported ball over to the third baseman, but not caught in time. Still not fielded by Stromer.
Picture after the game, still by
Error.
Smokinese. Wings half
By
off tonight.
Foster.
Wing night.
He seems
Downtown Blue Ridge.
quite mad at himself for that play. As Locke is safe
Yeah, we
for
started
first.
last Thursday, and ironically, it placed it.
Now up is Castillo.
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 And
Number 28.
started it last night. I was like, oh, that's
Second baseman.
Carol Blues? Yeah, it's blue collar. They're like, ooh, $1 wings.
One ball.
Mine are still cheaper, but cool. And then Carol's barbecue also.
1 strike now. Castillo.
This week about wings. I was like,
Making it a
guys,
1-1
ride the
count.
bandwagon.
With 1 on and 1 out. Rebels clinging to their newfound 7-6 lead.
Never seen no wings over there.
McDaniel fires, and Costello swings and misses, making it strike 2 and a 1-2 count.
We just, it's 50% off, whatever the price is. 6, 12, 16, come on.
McDaniel attempted to throw over, but wildly off, going instead towards the Lions dugout and giving Locke a chance
Let me guess, you don't
to make it to second.
How much? Why did you question yourself? You just question yourself. I haven't seen that 20%.
McDaniel fires, and foul ball by Costello, making it once again a 1-2 count. Now with a runner on second.
Governmental method to pay half taxes.
Swing and strike as he's safe. Out at first. Trying to get Locke at third, but not in time. So Locke now on third, 2 out. As Costello struck out and was thrown out at first. Next up is Hartley, number 44, the DH for the Lions. McDaniel ready. Firing. Low for ball 1.
I think it's the first one he hasn't called. Maybe second.
1-0 count on Hartley. Swing, strike, making it a 1-1 count. Loss over on third. Who's your strike? Strike 2 on Hartley. One more strike. Mason McDaniel ready. Mace fires 10, striking out Hartley and ending the game.
That's
The
the
Rebels
ball
winning
game.
7-6.
First North Murray.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the game, but
JV.
I promise you saw the most
Be
exciting
here
parts as
on
Fanny
Monday,
County
March
beat
3rd,
the
4th,
Lions 7-6,
against Flowery Branch.
coming back from a 6-2,
Good game,
coming back from the Lions
gentlemen.
leading them by
Both
4
sides.
runs.
Appreciate y'all.
The
Christian
Rebels
Heritage,
both tied it
safe
and
travels back home.
came over the Lions
Good night and God bless. Thank you guys.
in the 5th and 6th innings. The next home games are against North Murray next Friday. It's a doubleheader, and I will see you all then. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next week. Everybody, have a good night.